Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and in today's film we're taking a drive through central Paphos down to Kato Paphos. We'll have a look around there before ending at the Lighthouse Beach. So here's a map of the area, and we'll superimpose the first part of the route down to Kings Avenue Mall on the B7. From there we'll zoom in a bit and go round to the Seafront and then back on ourselves through Kato Paphos up Bar Street, and once we get there we'll come back on ourselves again and go up through Kato Paphos now towards Fabrica Hill, and then we'll get to Kings Avenue Mall again before finishing at the Lighthouse Beach. And you have to excuse the little glitch at the top there, I misjudged where the route went. Okay. Now that we've got that out of the way, we can relax. There's a nice new park being built on the right here, and on the left we have Sclavenitis. I did hear a rumour that they were merging with Papantonio, so what will happen to the various supermarkets around Paphos, I don't know. I do know though that Sclavenitis is bigger in terms of its coverage than Papantonio, so that might affect places further afield. I think the last Papantonio is actually up in Missouri, though I could be wrong. So now we're going down the B7. This is Sunday morning, should add. So it's quite early, so there's very little traffic about, which is perfect for this kind of film, really. See what I can point out along the way. Coming up to Bionic on the left, which is a bit like, I was going to say Dixon's, but I don't think they've been in Dixon's for a few years in the UK, but that kind of electronics shop, like Stephanis. And we're coming up to, there'll be a nice butcher's on the right, Kolios. And on the left there's a good bookshop there. I'm not sure what's happening with the parking area next to Kolios, whether that's getting resurfaced or what. But most of the work down here seems to have finished now, which is good. And we'll soon be coming to the Papantonio turning before the Papantonio Roundabout. As I said before, when you shop in Cyprus, it's always good practice to go to more than one supermarket on your journey, because different things will be good at different supermarkets will have different specialities, if you like, in terms of what's cheap. Oh, he was desperate to come out in front of me. So now we're going to be heading, if I carried on up this way, we'll be going to Kennedy Square. And if I turn right just up here, it'll take us into Old Town. But I really wanted to get to Kato Paphos in this film, so we're going straight through. You can see the building work they're doing on the grounds of the old police station on the left now. It's going to be a new museums and park with a lovely walkout, which is going to be fantastic when it's finished, because I've been keeping my eye on it, and already it's looking good inside the fence, I mean, not inside the building. I wouldn't know. There's Kennedy Square on the right now, and thankfully the traffic light was in our favour, so we can drive straight through. And on our left soon we'll come to the Ibis Maliotou Park, and that was renovated a year or so ago, and now it had a chance to grow a bit. It's looking very nice there. We did a tremendous job renovating that. You got lots. Incidentally, that statue that had disappeared, the weird one of the guy holding the bomb, that's back again there now. So, art fans, rest easy. And as per usual, we'll have a shout out to Green Air, who is one of our site advertisers. There they are. All your solar solutions go there, and there's a new petrol station on the right just down here as well. think this light was red. I do make a point, oh wait, it wasn't actually, it just turned. I do make a point of cutting out the longer pauses. And this bit is mainly shops and restaurants. Someone was asking actually how to get from Old Town to Kato Paphos on the seafront. You basically just walk down this road. There are other ways, but this way you won't get lost and you'll see lots of shops and lots of restaurants. And there'll be crossings where you can cross safely, which is another key point. We're coming up to Alpha Mega, and there's a new university going in. I think it's a university. Well, there's building work going in just before it anyway, and after it, funnily enough. I think after it's mainly a car park, judging by what it looks like so far. And then you have the garden centre on the left. See, that looks like a car park rather than a building. And you have Kings Avenue Mall on the right. To get to it, you'd have to go down to the roundabout and come back on yourself, because it's a not dual carriageway, but there's a great strip in the middle, so you can't just do a turn there. And here's the roundabout, and we're going straight across. Underneath the new walkway, I've got to stop calling it new, underneath the walkway that takes you from outside the archaeological park to the top of Fabrica Hill. I've published films on that already, so if you want more information, go and check it out. And you'll have the catacombs on the left soon, and there's that funny little shrine below a tree that's covered in ribbons and stuff as well, just coming up on the left. There you have it. Or was it there? I think it was that one actually. And any of these roads to the left, if you're on foot, will take you to St Paul's Pillar area and the coastal side of Fabrica Hill. It's easy if you're new to Paphos to think you're going to get completely lost, because the roads are very winding, but if you can work out which direction the sea is and just keep walking there, sooner or later you'll hit a familiar road. Even now in some parts of central Paphos, in the residential areas, I can get lost. But now we're coming on to the seafront, and I'll do a loop here because you all like it. And what's not to like? Now interestingly, you'll notice all these bollards here. Bollards are now being installed at Coral Bay Strip. I'll do a little, if you like, extra film on that probably tomorrow, just showing you how it's going on. It's going to be opening any day soon though. Days rather than weeks. And we're coming back on ourselves now. All the parking here is free at the moment, and hopefully that will stay that way. Not because they try and rip you off or anything, it's just a pain having to get your phone out and then sending the code, etc, etc. It's nice just being able to park. And now we're going to be going behind the Kato Paphos Papantonio. They're pretty much finished here now. I'll be driving down Poseidonos Avenue. I don't go up it because I wanted to do a loop, and if I went up it, I wouldn't have been able to because of the one-way system in Kato Paphos. So that explains my route in a minute. Now, I'm not sure what the priority is here now, because there's no line across either road. See, the parking spots on the right have now become a bus station, which makes a lot more sense. And hopefully we'll stop people parking there. So we're going to be turning left straight in front of Pinguinos. And remember, if you like our content, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, as it really does help YouTube promote us. And if you want to help us financially, then go to our pafoslife.com/coffee page, and you can either send us coffee or click on one of the affiliate links. And now we're coming up to Bar Street, which will go up. Well, this is the top half of Bar Street. All this part is very much open. It's only when you get to Notorious and beyond that it's closed. I'm not sure what's happening with Notorious. I mean, once I drove past it a few weeks ago and it looked like it was open. But going back through old pictures, I mean, I'd forgotten that they just shifted Notorious up a building effectively, the signs. And what I was seeing was just the old bar of the old place that used to be there. So I have no idea what's happening there now. Now, this is the latter part of the Poseidonos Road renovations. They're just on the landscaping now. Now, someone been moaning on a previous film about the length of time and inconvenience they'd taken here, and I had been dead against what they'd been saying. But I think it was from one of the places right up here. And I can see their point, because they started work right back there. And then they went down here and concentrated on that. And they've only just come back to the top end again. So I can understand why people there would be a bit peeved. But all I can say is it's going to look great when it's finished. And that shouldn't be too far, looking at the footage here. So anyway, I'm just acknowledging that you had a point if you're watching. Right, we're coming back and we're going back up through Kato Paphos now. I still don't get why you are bothered by the fact they'd put hoardings outside the old Lineker's place though, so you'll need to explain that in a comment somewhere. And hope I see it, because I don't see all the comments. Right, now we're going to be heading towards Fabrica Hill. Royal Bluff Poker Room. I don't know if that still is the Royal Bluff Poker Room. Not sure what the gambling laws are even in Cyprus. I know they have a casino, but no one seems to mention that. There's a Turkish bath on the left. And this is Fabrica Hill up ahead, and you can see the remains of the outdoor theatre in front of it. That's where the walkway we saw earlier will end up. It's a good little walk going up there, and Fabrica Hill's very fun to explore. They had a fire up there recently, and one thing that we'll do is expose areas that were previously covered in vegetation, so you can see a bit more of the underlying buildings that still lurk there, because I don't know how long it'll take them to excavate it all, but there's a lot more stuff under there they haven't dug up yet. It's fascinating to think how much archaeology there is still in Paphos to be discovered. I'm doing an article at the moment on Palia Paphos, or however that's pronounced, in Kuklia. and the museum they got there, because I went there a couple of weeks ago now, and that was where Paphos was located before it came here, so it's interesting to see the two different places. And if you think there's stuff here that's yet to be discovered, it's nothing compared to what must be over there in the hills. Anyway, we're now going on the main coast road, and we'll be turning into Lighthouse Beach soon, mainly because I wanted to do a film from Paphos to Cobble Bay that started at Lighthouse Beach, and this is I've actually published that already, so it's a bit backwards, but this is how I got to Lighthouse Beach. And you could observe I didn't go through any red lights there. So technically, my journey to from Paphos to Cobble Bay, the entire film, didn't go through any red light. I know it's not pure. I know I can't count that as being a completely red light free drive, but it's the closest I've come yet. And don't worry if you have no idea what I'm talking about. But now we're coming to a newly renovated Lighthouse Beach, and I do like the car park, and I've said before and I'll say it again, if you're walking past it and you're hungry, especially if it's in the morning time, go to the kiosk, the cafe there, because they do a very nice BLT. They do other food as well, it's all reasonably priced, but the BLT is what I like. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next film. Cheers.